Well, it's great to be back. Hello and welcome to Amsterdam for the 45th Amsterdam Marathon in 2021. 32,000 athletes competing over the various distances this weekend and the start of the elite men's race. And it's full of talent, of course, dominated by East Africa, Kenya and Ethiopia in recent years. And the course record set here in 2018, 2:04.06 by Lawrence Chirono, under real threat today. The leading pacemakers destined to go through halfway in 62.20, hoping to come home in around 2:04. And here we are in Vondel Park, the iconic part of the Amsterdam Marathon course. It's a beautiful, beautiful park. I was there yesterday cycling, and these leading runners, we're expecting a large group to go through, certainly for the first half of the course. And in these early stages, just a question of settling down and getting into your rhythm and your running. Through the famous arches of the Rijksmuseum, which the runners will pass not once but twice on the Amsterdam Marathon course, which is unchanged from 2 years ago. It's comfortably inside the top 10 fastest, flattest courses in the world's marathon, the Beth Marathons. And this leading group through the Rijksmuseum, just over 3 kilometers into the race. And I can tell you the split time for that course record was 14:35. So that'll give us a first indication of where these athletes are in terms of pacemaking. We've got 4 groups essentially, this leading group going through halfway in 62.20, and then we've got another group just behind them. They'll be going through in about 63.40, and then 2 other groups with the leading Dutch athletes. There is Kibet, and the first water station for Ayolu. He doesn't know what he's doing, he's missed it. And the athletes briefing at the technical meeting yesterday did talk about the drink stations. So important to identify early your drink and make sure you grab the right bottle, and Ayolu could pay for that later on in the race. Well, the amateur runners on the right of picture there, still very much into their early stages and enjoying the moment of seeing the elite athletes on the left of picture, who of course are running at a completely different pace. Here we are along the banks of the Amstel River, out on the north bank heading towards Oudekerk, past some really wonderful properties. Windmills in evidence as well. We may even see some flyboarders as well. And in this section, they may well encounter a little bit of a headwind, actually, between 15 and 20 kilometers, approaching 15k here. And at the moment, they are pretty much bang on course record pace. The majestic Amstel River snaking its way through this wonderful, wonderful city. And what a scene that is. Just like a bunch of friends out for a Sunday morning jog, except these are no ordinary runners. They are some of the best elite athletes in the world. And they've gone through 15k in 43:59, and they are inside course record pace. Just coming to the end of the most southerly part of the course at Oudekerk. And they will go over the bridge. A slight change to the course this year. There's an extra couple of turns before they hit the bridge at Oudekerk, and then they will change onto the other bank. And there are the flyboarders, a unique sight in the Amsterdam Marathon. We don't see these people anywhere else in the world, and well, what a sight that is for a nice little piece of boating on a Sunday morning, with elite men's athletes on one side and some flyboarders actually on the Amstel itself. Still great conditions here, just 12 degrees. It was around 9 early morning, just before the start at 9 o'clock local time. And, well, if the athletes themselves are impressive, that's pretty impressive too, isn't it, the flyboarders? How much the runners are able to take that in, deep in concentration. Here we have the leading Dutchman, and it's Khalid Shukur who's going for that European qualification place. Oh, Kuruman has gone. Well, he was in that leading group along with Michel Butter just a little bit further behind, but Björn Kuruman's race looks to be done here. That's a huge disappointment from a Dutch perspective. So approaching the halfway point through 20 kilometers, and again, oh, we've got a faller this time, and the drink stations are proving to be a problem for some athletes. It's quite narrow on this stretch of the course. The men now through halfway, and the split time, I can tell you, 62.12. They are almost to the second on course record pace. Lawrence Chirono's course record set here 3 years ago is under threat. And there we are, confirmation of that leading group. We've got a group of actually around 10 or 15 still very much in contention, all with the pacemakers who are doing an outstanding job here in this men's race. Well, there's been an injection of pace, and Tamarit Tola there, right of picture, the tall Ethiopian, who was one of the pre-race favourites, has really put in an injection of pace, and he's whittling away this leading group one by one as they return into the centre of Amsterdam. Here is Khalid Hoshud. Oh dear, it's his turn to have a problem here, but fortunately for him, he's got enough of a lead in the national championship race to afford to lose a couple of seconds there. So an hour and 3/4 into this race, back into the centre of Amsterdam, past the Amstel Hotel, the famous landmark in the centre of the city. And still we have a group of 6 here. Bernard Koech there, left of picture. What a return for him, for the Kenyan. 33 years old, he was third here in 2013. Back in front of the Reichstag, the Rijksmuseum, for a second time on this pancake flat course. They're still inside course record pace. Now then, Bahani, the Eritrean, is the latest to go as they re-enter Fondel Park with just over 2 kilometers to go. Who will get this job done? Tola out in front. Now he's made his mark. He's made his move in Fondel Park, and is it decisive? The fastest man in the field, Gebrselassie, Lul Gebrselassie, has tried to go with him, but this is an emphatic move here from Tamarit Tola, the 30-year-old, whose personal best, incidentally and coincidentally, is exactly the same as the course record, and he looks to be on course to beat that by some margin today. Tola constantly looking round, just checking to see how big his advantage is. Gebrselassie working so hard to try and get back at him, but it looks to be a race-winning break by Tola through Fondel Park. This is where the race looks to have been won and lost. And into the last 400 meters, one more turn to go for Tamarit Tola. What a break it was. And here he is, entering the iconic Olympic Stadium, which staged the Olympic Games back in 1928. And Tola now has just 200 meters to go, 200 meters on the track, half a lap between him and victory. He can see the clock, he's got his watch as well. Look at those arms, still working really, really hard. He's going to smash the course record today. Will he get inside 2 hours and 4 minutes? He's going to do it by some distance, surely now. A brilliant, brilliant performance by Tamarit Tola. And after several years of Kenyan domination in this race, it's going to be Ethiopia's day once again. The likes of Gebrselassie, former winners, but here it is in 2021. Tamarit Tola in a brilliant new personal best. He has smashed the course record, 2:03.39. And look at this, a sprint finish for second for Bernard Koech to take second place. What a return for the Kenyan. And in the end, the fastest man in the field, Lul Gebrselassie, having to settle for third place. So Ethiopia 1 and 3, Kenya 2, and a great performance for the home nation. Here is Khalid Shukud, the 35-year-old, just outside his personal best, but comfortably gets the qualification mark for the European Championships for next year. So a great day for Khalid Hachud. Well, what a day for Tamurat Tola, the biggest win of his career. A massive personal best, a huge course record, a cheque for €40,000 and a course bonus as well. It's been a great, great day for Tamurat Tola. Kenya, second place on the podium through Bernard Koech, whose return to form has been very impressive indeed. And Ethiopia in third place. Lul Gebrselassie just out-sprinted in the latter stages of the race. Congratulations to Khalid Shukud, winner of the Dutch National Championships, and he has the automatic qualification berth for the European Championships in Munich next year, so well done to him. Second place to Benjamin de Haan, and third, completing the podium, Ronald Schreur. There's your Dutch podium in Amsterdam in 2021.